Hey y'all, it's your girl Adore Asia, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about, or touching on real quick, why things happen for a reason. Literally, everything happens for a reason. You may not see it in that moment, but trust and believe there is a reason behind the chaos, behind the downtimes, behind the inconveniences, the small inconveniences in life. There's reasons behind everything. And sometimes we won't ever know those reasons. But sometimes you being able to wake up the next day breathing happy and healthy is enough of a reason, right? So, for example, this things happen for a reason idea can cover many different facets of life. For example, let's say you're going through tough times and you wish things were better and you're just not happy. Everything is hard. You feel the resistance from all aspects. And you're just wondering, like, why me? Why me? In that sense, those things are happening for the reason of preparing you for all the greatness to come. Preparing you, giving you the skills that you need in order to sustain all the wonderful things that you deserve. But the only way that you can get to that other side is surrendering and letting go and trusting in the process. Because if you're always worried about what's happening to you and why is it happening to you, you won't learn the lessons needed in order to achieve the bigger things that you have planned for yourself, or of what, if you believe in God, what God or the universe has planned for you, right? If you are unable to learn the lessons in the hard times, you will never be ready for all the blessings to come. And with that, you need faith, and you need to trust in the process. You need to believe that you will come out on the other side where the grass is greener, right? You have to be able to surrender. So that phrase, let go and let God, you have to be able to surrender. Sometimes you may have to surrender any plans that you might have for yourself, because that might not be what's in the cards for you. But sometimes what is in the cards for us, we may not be able to even conceive in the present time. So trust in the process, okay? And in those lessons, in those hard times, you become resilient. You're able to conquer more and more things. You're able to pivot when you have to, when it's necessary, and without breaking a sweat. And how many people can you say are successfully good at that? Like, probably not that many. So if you believe that all things happen for a reason, you will be the utmost prepared for what is to come. Now, that's one aspect, right? So what about little inconveniences? I'll give you a little story. So the other day, I was getting ready for work. Like, I had time, me at home getting ready for work. Things were a-okay, running smoothly. My time management was under control. Cool. Left the house on time. It was cool. I had to drop my son off before going to work, and everything was going great. I was on time to drop him off and get to work on time, right? I'm driving to drop him off, and hold on. Let me stop there, because I'm already lying. Because I just remembered when I was on time for a good amount of time in the house. I left the house 15 minutes late. Even though everything I did before that, I was on time. I was on time, on track to leave the house at 1. I left at 1:15. But even though I left the house late, I would still make it to dropping him off and going to work on time. I'm driving to where I'm dropping him off at, and I missed my exit. Oh, no. I didn't miss my exit. I took the wrong exit, right? Out of habit, because I usually take this exit to go home. So, out of habit, I took the wrong exit. And when I tell you, I was furious because the highway and the road I ended up getting on, the only U-turn I can make was all the way back by my house. So I basically drove all that way just to basically drive back home and then do the drive again. When I tell you I was pissed at myself, because I was like, you can't be serious. Like, you cannot be serious. I was so mad. I called my partner and he was like, calm down. You know, things happen for a reason. It wasn't meant to be that way. But I was so just upset and angry with myself and not showing myself grace. And I was beating myself up, calling myself stupid and just being real mad, right? And then after a while, after that whole thing, I ended up being late to work, whatever. After I thought about it, I was like, it's really crazy because I was on time the whole time, but something was just not clicking in order for me to stay on time. Even from me leaving the house, I was already late. Still okay with timing, but already late. And then I became even later. So it was really like a sit down moment. I was like, nah, like I really was not supposed to take that route or be on a certain route at a certain time. That wasn't in the cards for me that day. And maybe it avoided something catastrophic. I will never know that. But I have to trust in my gut instincts, trust in timing, trust in the way that things happen, no matter how much we plan and how much we, have our ducks in a row and how much we think we are in order. When things happen, when we were already planning for a different outcome, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that it happened for a reason. Maybe had things gone according to my plan, maybe I could be hurt or worse, right? So, in instances like that, give yourself grace and don't get caught up in the minor inconveniences in life. Yes, I was late to work, but okay, they understand. So it's not that serious sometimes. Do you know what I mean? One last thing about things happening for a reason, especially if we had control over whatever situation is happening. There are lessons to be learned and I guess ego checks to be had, right? Keeping yourself on your toes and remembering that you are always a student of life. You do not know everything. So if something bad happens and it was under your control, that can be life's way of showing you or telling you that slow down and pay attention to the details. Pay attention because in something that you think you might know or something that you think you might be an expert at, you may get a little too comfortable and overlook certain details and overlook small things that can actually make a big difference if they're messed up. So it's like there's a humbling aspect to it where you need to make sure you are grounded at all times, no matter what work you're doing, no matter if you're a professional or an expert in your field or not, remember that you are human and that you make mistakes. And this goes back to my other video. Sometimes we just need to slow down and make sure that we are 100% doing our best work all the time, and humbling ourselves and remembering that we too make mistakes, because nobody is perfect, okay? We only want progress, not perfection. So you need to be able to learn from your mistakes as well. So progress, not perfection, okay? Remember, everything happens for a reason. And a lot of the times we may not know what that reason is. But like I said before, if we wake up the next day happy, healthy, and breathing, sometimes that is all that we need to be thankful for. Okay? And yeah, your mind is your only limit. Don't forget it. Your mind is your only limit, always. And yeah, period. That's it. Peace.